Welcome to the Real Talk lineup, where we are unraveling life one laugh at a time. I'm your host, Jojo.
And I am RonnieCole.
And today we're talking about J-Lo getting divorced.
What?
Best friends. And killer whales ramming boats.
Oh my gosh.
And much, much more. Okay, so first matter of business. There is speculation growing about the state of J-Lo and Ben Affleck's marriage. They recently put their $60 million home up for sale. Is this a sign of a potential separation?
Possibly.
Ben's already moved out and is currently living in a rental.
Oh, he moved out.
Yeah. So how do these people know like where he's living? They must be following him like all day long.
They have to be following him every moment of the day.
Okay.
But like, why does it still matter? J-Lo's on like marriage number 4. Is she done?
She needs to stop getting married.
She needs to stop getting married. I agree.
I mean, she's obviously not good at being married.
She's not.
And you know what? And that's okay. Mm-hmm. Like, I think I would rather have somebody love me than marry me.
Exactly.
Any day of the week. And I think some people think marriage is just like a sign of like true love. And it's not.
It's not. Maybe it feels like an accomplishment to her because like, I think 2 of her marriages only lasted like a year.
Yeah.
And then she was married to her baby's daddy for like 10 years, 12 years or whatever. But it was never really, nothing really ended amicably. Like everything was like, it was always a scandal or something.
Yeah.
So, but it doesn't give me scandal with Ben. So maybe they're doing it for like financial reasons.
What they don't have enough money?
But maybe because they're still wearing their rings.
Yeah,
so
they
maybe
are.
they're still in love or whatever, but they just can't live with each other because you don't know a person till you live with them.
And that's for sure. 1,000%.
So,
and you know what?
maybe that's what it is.
I hope that they're not getting divorced just for the sake of embarrassment.
Exactly. Please.
But I just have a feeling she might be. Oh, and have you seen the trailer to her new movie, Atlas?
No.
It's a sci-fi movie.
Oh my gosh.
It's horrible. It's horrible.
That was going to be my next question.
Because, like, you know, to see her in a rom-com, oh, she's, like, wonderful. Like, she's the queen of the rom-com movies.
She was good in the one movie, Enough. When she
Really?
was, like, being abused by her husband.
So?
I thought it was really good.
Okay, not that a man should ever put their hands on a woman, but I think he only hit her, like, one time, and then she just,
lost
like,
her mind.
yes. She was training and hiding, and
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
But no,
Drama
if you get a chance, watch the trailer to Atlas.
Okay.
You'll be disappointed.
Oh, Lord.
Okay. On to our next story. According to TMZ.com, Diddy has lost his honorary degree from Howard University.
You don't say.
Oh, I didn't even know he had an honorary degree.
I didn't either.
And I guess,
didn't either.
like when I think of honorary degree, I feel like it's like something that, like they would give like the special slow people because they're not able to graduate college.
Get it. That's like kids getting a trophy just for showing up to the soccer game.
Exactly. But apparently it's like a really big deal.
It's a thing.
But Howard University's Board of Trustees decided to revoke his degree, stating his actions are, and I quote, so fundamentally incompatible with Howard University's core values and beliefs that he is deemed no longer worthy to hold the institution's highest honor.
So, okay, usually they award these degrees to people who have done impeccable things like in the community and they've made like significant contributions to society.
Okay.
He still contributed to society because otherwise they wouldn't have given him the award to begin with.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Yeah. So why would they take it?
I guess, because he's being accused of all these, horrific crimes. They don't want to be associated with him. And I know it take back so like for the things that he's done. But at the same time, like I kind of feel like, okay, he may have done like wonderful things, but it's fake.
Okay. Yeah, they're really mad because they gave him his money back.
Yeah. So they mean like, business.
Take your $1 million and go.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's horrible.
I guess that's kind of the same thing with the R. Kelly thing. because he had all these accolades and all these, different things that he had. And once he started going through his trials and they were finding all these allegations and stuff, everybody was like, nope, they won't play his music. Like, it was a lot.
And I hate that because I love R. Kelly's Double Up CD. And
that man could do no wrong in my eyes.
But I don't know. I can't support someone who sexually assaults women or anyone.
It's just so hard for me to make that be. Like, it separates, in my mind, I separate him from his crime. And I probably shouldn't do that, but...
Well, maybe separate his music from his crime.
Yeah, that's exactly what I do. Like, people are like, oh, you hear it and he's singing about kids. And I'm just like, no, he's not.
He's singing about me.
Singing about me. Full grown adult.
Well, I didn't know this. P. Diddy actually was a student at Howard University.
Really?
He did. For 2 years. He went there for business. He did not graduate.
Oh, wow.
Another reason I kind of question, like, why would they give him an honorary degree if he went there and didn't graduate? But
here's a sticker. Thanks for showing up.
Yeah, exactly. But he did. Apparently, he attended UCLA on a football scholarship. And I read that he graduated in 2016, but I know he wasn't playing football in 2016.
He was not.
So I really, I couldn't really find out, any more details, when he was an actual student. Because maybe he was a student when he was a little bit younger and then, finished up, his last 2 classes and then graduated.
And they were like, okay. Wow.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, we're just waiting for him to get indicted. And
yeah, it's definitely.
And I have a feeling there's going to be some more horrific things that come out.
Absolutely.
So thank God Howard University took that degree back.
Yeah, because what's coming is we've seen just a drop in the bucket.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All those cameras that he had at his house, 250 some odd surveillance cameras.
Who's watching these cameras?
Who is watching this stuff? I would love to be a fly on the wall because I know if he was that comfortable doing that in that hotel, in that lobby, at home, it's no telling what we're see. It's no telling.
I wonder, if he is a drug and alcohol abuser, because I know he was drunk when he did that to Cassie. But
there have been people who speculated, allegedly, that they've seen him snorting lines and stuff. So.
I feel like snorting lines is normal in the music business.
In that industry, yes. Those celebrities, they do everything.
I've personally never done it, but...
I would never.
I would be too afraid, but sometimes I'm like, man, I need a little boost.
There are so many other things I could do with my money.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
That won't be one.
Okay. All right. On to our next story. Ice-T surprises Raising Cane's customers and influences their drink.
Who?
Ice-T.
Whatever.
He was there selling iced tea on National Iced Tea Day.
Okay. Nice.
So I know it's corny, but
it is.
I just want to know, what is the big thing about Raising Cane's? I've never been there. Have you been there?
I have not.
Okay.
But I have not went because they hype it up like they did Chick-fil-A, and then I ate Chick-fil-A and I was so underwhelmed. And I'm like, what's the hype about? I did not like it. So I feel like I'll feel the same about Raising Cane's, but
Have you ever eaten that Popeye's chicken sandwich everyone was going crazy over?
And it was a chicken sandwich. Wendy's is better than Popeye's chicken
Really?
sandwich.
I've never had Popeye's chicken sandwich. I tried a couple times to go get it when it was at the height of popularity, and you couldn't get one.
It was not a thing.
Okay.
I heard bad stuff about it too, so that's why I never went back again either. They put a lot of chemicals in that chicken.
Well, I have a feeling they put a lot of chemicals in a lot of stuff that we eat.
Everything.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think I would be excited if I went somewhere and saw iced tea selling iced tea.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
It would.
Okay. All right. On to the next story. It was National Best Friends Day on June 8th.
I did not know about it until the day after.
They come up with these holidays for every day there's a holiday.
Every day.
Yeah.
So I need a calendar that tells me.
I can send you a link. I have one because I do radio prep.
Oh, nice.
And I have a website where it tells you all the different holidays on every day.
That is fascinating.
It is. And you can actually, on this website, I can't think of what it is offhand, you can send them your own made up holiday if you'd like.
Oh, really?
So I feel like maybe we should make some up.
I'm open to that.
Okay. All right. So back to National Best Friends Day. I wanted to see like what celebrities were besties with what celebrity. And there's some obvious ones like Oprah and Gail.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg and Martha.
That is not obvious. How did that happen?
I don't know.
What do they have in common?
I think maybe marijuana. I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
But I think they're a good combination.
It is. It's fascinating
it
to see
is.
them interact.
They have Tina Fey and Amy Poehler, both from Saturday Night Live. Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski. Ben Affleck, Matt Damon. This one kind of threw me for a loop. Nicki Minaj and Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande.
Like, I guess when I think of Ariana, I think of her as like a young kid.
She's a little girl.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I think. And Nikki's like this raunchy, older cougar lady who's just like inappropriate.
How old is Nicki?
Like 42.
Is she really that old? Oh,
she
wow.
She's up here with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yes.
That was odd.
We have Justin Bieber and Jaden Smith. I guess I don't really care about that one.
I like Bieber.
Oh, I love Bieber, but I just like, I don't know, nothing to... They both seem like they're kind of boring, so nothing about that friendship seems like it would fascinate me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get why you say that.
Okay. They look boring. Maybe
They do.
Now, these are two people that I would love to hang around. Dwayne The Rock Johnson and Kevin Hart.
Oh my gosh. That I can just imagine how their conversations go, like on a regular basis. They probably take nothing serious.
No, you can't.
Nothing.
No. Like Kevin.
And as funny as Kevin is, The Rock is just as funny.
Oh, yeah. I love The Rock.
Hilarious.
Yes. And good looking.
Yes, very much so. I love it.
We have Tisha Campbell and Tachina Arnold, which I think that's awesome. You know, I'm assuming they became friends when they were working on Martin.
They were friends before that.
Oh.
They used to do like ballet or something with dance arts or something when they were in like high school and college.
Oh, okay.
So they've been friends like forever.
Oh, that's awesome that their friendship has withstood
all the
withstood
drama.
that, all that. Yeah. Like, I don't think I have a friend that I've known, like, I do have friends, but not people that I really talk to on a regular basis anymore.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. That's how I am.
Yeah.
We talk periodically.
Yeah.
J-Lo, bringing her back up, her and Leah Remini are best friends.
Are they really?
I love Leah Remini.
She's hilarious.
That's the reason I know. She is hilarious. She does not get the recognition that she deserves.
No, she doesn't.
Because she is really a funny lady.
Did you see her documentary on A&E about the Scientology?
That's another topic for another show.
Yes. The cult.
That is wild.
It was really good.
It's wild.
Okay. So what about Serena Williams and Meghan Markle? Like, I didn't expect that.
I did not expect that either.
Yeah.
Like, where did they meet?
I want to know too.
What was the conversation?
Like, sometimes I guess maybe, I know for me, like, we look at celebrities as, I don't want to say not real people, but like, do they do the everyday things that we do? Yeah. Apparently they do. They
have to.
Yeah.
It's weird.
And I just want to know, are these people really best friends with each other? Do you really think they're best friends with each other?
I don't think they're best friends in like the sense like we are thinking, like our best friends.
Okay.
I think that
maybe,
like, have they said these? Have they said, I've never heard her say, this is my best friend.
Yeah.
Like, so
the only one I feel like I truly believe is Oprah and Gail.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, I think it's part of it's just for publicity.
For show, yeah. It's weird.
But to all the best friends out there, happy Best Friends Day.
Happy Best Friends Day.
Okay, so this next story really blows me away. Trina McGee from Boy Meets World is 54 and pregnant.
Why? Why?
I don't know. Well, apparently, like, she's married, and I don't know how long she's been married, but her husband that she's married to wanted to have kids.
Is this her first child?
No, this is her fourth child. Her other children are adults.
No way. How old is her husband?
I don't know, but she's 54. So her husband could be like whatever age, it doesn't matter. She's 54. And she said she had already been through menopause, and they have thought about doing like IVF treatments.
No way.
And they decided against it. They thought it would be like too invasive. And she went to Belize to a shaman that gave her some magical elixir
No way.
that got her pregnant. I don't.
No.
There
is no way.
No, there's not.
There is no way.
And like
54?
54. And so
you're almost 100.
Yeah. So like fertility experts are saying that like there's no way that she got pregnant on her own with these elixirs.
No.
But at the same time, I think what fertility doctor is going to be doing treatments on her at 54 years old?
54 years old. And she's already been through menopause.
Yeah.
Like, that's dangerous.
And
that's dangerous for her and the baby.
Of course it is. I mean, you're way too old to be having kids. And, you know, why?
Why? Why?
You have 3 adult children. I could see maybe if you had little kids already, you know, let's add another one. But you have 3 adults.
So does she not have grandbabies? Like, they couldn't adopt a... Oh my!
I don't know.
I just at 54, like, our bodies go through so many changes.
Yes.
And having already went through the change, the big change, I would not. That's not even anything that I would discuss. Like, I would have laid that out on the table at the beginning. Like, hey, new husband, I love you and I want to do this, but baby is
yeah. I would think in your 50s though that wouldn't even be a conversation.
Why are you talking about it? Again, how old is this husband?
Yeah.
He has to be younger.
Okay, I'll have to look him up. I should have looked him up, but I was just so like baffled by the fact that she purposely is having a baby at 54.
Purposely. Yep. Yeah, that's that. Yeah.
I barely have a baby in my 20s.
Listen, I can entertain the thought at 40, but
54 is pushing
54 is pushing it. Wow.
All right. And then we have a little special little segment here. Pat Sajak. He signed off from Wheel of Fortune. It's just, I think it's, you know, we grew up watching it.
Another piece of my childhood is leaving me.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah. That's how I felt with Bob Barker.
Mm-hmm. Oh my. We were devastated.
Yeah.
Me and my sister, we cried.
And then Drew Carey took over for him, and he was pretty bad at first.
He was horrible.
Yeah. But he's pretty good now. But it's just not the same.
We live and we learn.
Yeah.
It is not the same.
And then to watch it, I mean, I really haven't watched it too recently, but I kind of watched it like a little bit after COVID, and they had everybody separated in the audience.
Yeah, it doesn't
weird.
have the same vibe.
No,
it doesn't have the same vibe at all.
No. But yeah, Ryan Seacrest will be taking over for Pat Sajak.
What?
I know, and like,
I am not happy with that decision. Who do we call?
I guess NBC. What are they on NBC?
I'm going to send an email.
Okay.
Ryan Seacrest?
That's what I said. I'm like, not that Pat Sajak was super like vibrant and, you know, out there.
So are they just trying to get somebody who's a small man?
I don't,
because Pat was a small man.
I
you know
don't
what I mean?
That. I feel like they have kind of like the similar like tones to their voice and the way that they say things.
I disagree.
Because, well, I mean, to me, Ryan Seacrest is kind of like drab.
He annoys me.
Does he?
I can't figure out what it is. There's something about him.
I feel like he came out of nowhere and then he was just everywhere all at one time.
Yeah.
So
I don't like it.
Okay.
I don't like it. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I have a feeling a lot of people will not be watching Wheel of Fortune anymore. All our good talk show, or all our good game show hosts are gone. Alex, Pat, and...
who was the one guy that was on Family Feud? They had a lot of hosts.
Steve
of hosts. Steve Harvey's doing phenomenal, though.
Oh, he's hilarious.
Phenomenal. That is the perfect place for Steve.
Yeah, he makes the show.
He does. Yeah. He needs to stay there. That's where he should retire.
I think he'll probably be there until, you know, he retires.
Yeah.
He's stupid if he
listen,
you know.
He better not mess that up.
Okay. All right. Well, good luck, Pat Sajak. Enjoy your retirement.
Yes.
RonnieCole, I want to know, what are you streaming?
Listen, I stream a lot of stuff. So right now, what was I watching? There's a show on Netflix, Unlocked, I think that's the name of it.
Okay, what's that about?
It's about prisoners in this one unit H.
Okay.
And they're on a 23-1 schedule. So they're on lockdown 23 hours and they get out for one. Yeah.
Okay.
So what the warden of the facility is doing is he's trying to give them an opportunity to not be on lockdown. So he, doing this experimental kind of thing.
Okay.
And he's like, hey, you guys, I'm going to unlock your doors. You have to function with each other and not get into fights and kill anybody. But I'm going to leave your doors unlocked and I'm going to let you guys figure out like how to live in this pod.
So are they like violent criminals?
Some of them are in there for murder or different things, but it just depends. They're finding that the ones that are in there who know they won't be getting out are the least violent ones.
Really?
They know they're going to be there for the rest of their lives.
But I would think...
So this is their home.
Well,
so they're trying to make it be
way.
a harmonious kind of interaction. But it was going good for them. And I think it was like maybe a week into them being like unlocked. And they, somebody was like, oh, I'll be the leader. I'm the president. So I'm trying to tell everybody what to do. And then in comes these 6 new guys. There's no people go to jail at the time. And here come these new people. And they're like, we're not doing what you're saying. Like, And it like stirred the pot. It was good though. It was a really good show.
Is this like an ongoing series?
They didn't really make it seem like it was going to be ongoing. But I feel like it should be.
Okay.
But this was like over a 6-week span.
Okay.
And then I just learned like yesterday or the day before, one of the guys died in there.
In real life?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Well, how did he die?
They didn't say. Oh. But they've ruled out foul play and suicide. So it could have been like health related.
Okay. Yeah, it had to be.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I've been streaming and I just can't stop?
What?
My 600-pound life.
Oh my I cannot watch that show.
Seriously?
I'll see snippets on social media and I'm like, and I'm just like, I don't know.
Well, the producers of this show, they're assholes because like the people will be telling these stories and then like they zoom in and the most like unflattering like parts of their bodies. Not that so I don't know, but it makes me feel better about my weight situation.
I think it has the opposite effect on me. And I think that's why I can't watch it because I'm just like, that could be me. They keep opening up these restaurants. I'm headed there. I'm going to be on that show.
Well, the episode I watched yesterday, there was this woman. She was 50 years old and she weighed, I want to say almost 700 pounds. And in 3 years, she got down to 150 pounds. Oh my God, she was amazing.
That is a lot of weight.
I know.
That's a lot of surgery too. Because can you imagine the skin and all? Oh my God.
Oh yeah, she had to get like lymphedema surgery. She had to get knee replacements, all the skin surgeries.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
But she looked fantastic.
Well, that's good. Good for her.
I can't even lose 10 pounds.
No, me either. I mean, I can lose 10, but I'm gonna gain 12 back immediately. Okay. It's always with interest.
That's the way it goes. And the older you get, the harder it is.
The harder it is.
All right. Anything else good that you're streaming?
So I watched this other show.
Okay.
On YouTube. It's like balloon pop dating.
What?
The funniest thing I've watched in a very long time. So you have these like 9 girls and they're standing up there. It could be guys or girls, but you have all these single girls standing up there. Everybody's holding this balloon. And then a guy walks out that they're going to like try to ask questions and get to know.
Okay.
And if they like him, then they hold their balloon. And then when they're done, they get to go on a date. But if they pop their balloon, that means that the girls, they see him or he says something and they don't like it.
Okay.
And for some reason, the funniest part of it is when they walk out and the girls just immediately start popping. You're like, pop, pop, pop. And I'm just like, the man didn't even get...
So they're just basing everything off the way he looks.
Say a word in your... You're popping the balloon. It is hilarious.
Oh, that's horrible.
But it
like, are these unattractive people? Because I feel like for the reality shows, they put mainly good-looking people on them.
They do. The people are good looking, but what I'm finding is the women are most times the women have a tendency to pop faster than the men.
Okay.
And I think it's because the women they don't want to give themselves an opportunity to talk to somebody who they wouldn't normally be approached by.
Okay.
Because like it was one girl and she was dressed kind of like not as nice or not as, clean and shapely as the other girls. She popped on every guy and I'm just like, girl, you need to give somebody a chance because nobody, will probably normally look at you, especially standing with all these other girls.
Okay.
Like you stick out. So I think it was kind of like a defense mechanism kind of thing.
Okay.
But it's hilarious.
Well, I feel like
once they pop that balloon, honey, and them feelings get to flying out, they be going off.
I feel like the men probably don't pop any balloons because most men would probably sleep with anybody.
That was another observation.
Okay.
This girl walked out. Now prior to that, they were popping.
Okay.
But this one girl walked out. Nobody popped a balloon. She walked over there. She said her name. She said her age. She said what she does for a living. Still no pops. And I'm just like, oh, how interesting. She meets the aesthetic.
Okay. So what did she look like? Like
skinny, light skin, long hair. No fingernails because they were like big on fingernails.
Okay.
And she had on like some little high heel shoes with some jeans. So she fit the look.
So was she like, did she have like boobs and an ass or?
Not really.
Okay.
She wasn't like stacked. She was just like, regular.
Okay.
But they were like, oh,
Men are
and
so
she said,
superficial.
Disgusting. Disgusting. Because another lady came out after her and she was really, really nice, very well spoken, but they were like pop, 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 pop because she didn't look how they felt like she should look.
Pigs.
Yeah, I know. Just disgusting. They're disgusting.
Okay. Well, I think I'm going to try to stream that and we can talk about it next week.
Yes, it's
because
so
it
good.
Sounds good.
It is. It is.
Okay, for our next segment, it's what in the bleep, 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 bleep. I'll try to put a sound effect in there. I want to talk about this. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Joro spider or Euro spider?
Oh my God.
Have you seen a picture of this thing?
I did.
Doesn't it look scary?
I would probably pass out.
Well, they say that it's venomous, but it's not strong enough to actually like puncture human skin.
The female is like 5 times bigger than the male.
Oh.
So the male spider is like a regular, like house spider.
Okay.
The female one is like a tarantula. It's huge.
So
for a spider.
So I know they've been like in America since like 2013.
I've never seen one in person.
Me either. But like, why hasn't anyone tried to exterminate these things?
What can kill it other than smashing it though?
It's like my shoe. My shoe can kill it.
That is disgusting.
I just hope I never come across one because they said that they can fly. Like they don't fly with wings, but like they spit out their web and I don't know if it attaches
like a parachute?
to something. I don't know. Yes.
That is disgusting.
So, but they're expanding. They're expanding into the north. Hopefully, I never come across one.
They can survive in cold temperatures. Is what I heard.
Okay.
So that means they could come here, and then I'd probably pass out.
Yeah, me too.
Just keep it real. But they only eat other bugs, though, right?
I feel like spiders in general. I mean, I know people get bitten by spiders, but I feel like that's what they do. They eat bugs. They're not here to like purposely hurt humans.
So they wouldn't they're not like the spiders that like crawl on the bed kind of thing.
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, as long as they don't come near me, I won't kill them. Might just kill them.
Mind your business and I'll mind mine.
Exactly. Okay. Leave me be.
All right. So since 2020, there's been a rash of killer whales ramming boats.
What?
How do you stop an orca?
Don't get in the water.
I'm like,
stay off the boat.
I'm like, you don't stop an orca.
No.
And then like experts are saying like avoid the areas that they know that are inhabited by the orcas.
The water.
Yeah.
That we're avoiding.
This is what like I want to know, like, why do we as humans think that we can invade these animals' homes
and then not suffer any consequences?
And it's like it's the animals' fault
because they're literally not knocking on your front door.
Yeah. I mean, if someone came into your house uninvited,
you're gonna attack. Stay out of the water.
Yes, thank you. And I'm not against swimming, but like you take these big boats out to there, you deserve to get attacked by an orca.
Precisely.
Yeah. Okay.
Precisely. I don't fool around.
All right.
I don't do anything with water except bathe and drink it. That's it. I'm not
I like to swim, but
no, in the pool inside the hotel. Yeah,
okay.
But
not in the
jumping
ocean.
in any oceans or lakes or anything.
I want to go to the Bahamas. I've never been, and I keep been watching that Bahamas Life on HGTV, and the water is crystal clear.
It is beautiful.
Yes, so I want to go there and swim in that water, and it's calm.
I don't want to touch it.
Okay.
Like I'll put my feet in it, but I'm not leaving. I'm not.
You're not snorkeling.
No.
Okay.
There are too many things down there that have been discovered and not discussed. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to. No, thank you.
All right. Okay, on to our next topic. It's not really a what the bleep, 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 but it's meal prepping. Have you ever meal prepped?
No.
So I started yesterday. I keep seeing all these.
How does that?
I keep seeing all these videos, like reels on Facebook and Instagram of these people making these amazing meals, and they just put them in their little containers, and they look so good. My meal prep didn't look anything like.
I'm sure it didn't. I'm sure it did not.
So
I don't know what they do to their food that makes it look. Is it the parsley? Like what do
it
they
must
do?
be all that seasoning they put on it. Like I feel like maybe they're over seasoning to make it look like it's delicious. I don't know.
I don't know. I've never been a meal prep person simply because I don't want to eat the same thing for 3 days in a row.
Well,
like I just am not.
That's what I did. I made all these wraps so that I could take them to work with me, and like I cooked like chicken breast and cut it up, and I'm like, okay, I'll bring a salad and put the chicken in it, and I'll have fruit. But it's like, yeah, that's what I'm going to be eating every day this week.
Yeah. I'd rather not eat than to eat the same thing I've been eating.
Okay.
Like I get on like kicks where I'm like, oh, I want a sandwich.
Yeah.
And I'll do that for like 2 or 3 days, and then I won't eat the sandwich again for 3 months. Like
really?
It's yeah, my eating pattern is really, really weird. So meal prep is never.
It's not an option for you.
The closest I'll get to meal prep is bringing a TV dinner. And then it has to be a different one than the one I had yesterday. So, you know.
All right. So I put in another story in our What the Bleep section.
Okay.
Well, I was getting my notes together. I didn't send it to you, but I saw this and I'm like, oh, I got to talk about this. Lawmakers push for an AI kill switch. A California senator, Scott Weiner. It's either Wiener or Weiner.
Let's go with the Weiner. Okay. Thanks.
Is leading the charge for new regulations that would require artificial intelligence companies to implement a kill switch to prevent potential dangers from emerging. The proposed legislation, aims to prevent AI systems from gaining hazardous capabilities such as initiating a nuclear war or causing catastrophic damage.
Wowzers.
Why is that even an option?
Why is that even an option?
Why? Like, I feel for like a nuclear bomb, there has to be multiple like switches to turn that on. It's not like somebody just hitting a button.
Exactly.
Like you would have to have a key to get into a box that leads to a computer.
Exactly.
With a secret code.
No, it's just right there. Just boop. It's done. No, that is scary.
Yeah. And like, I'm not against AI. Like, I use it on a regular basis. I think it's a great tool.
It is.
But
when it's used properly.
Yeah.
That's the same thing with opioids. Like, you know, when you use it with how it's intended.
It's a great comparison.
But once it gets in the wrong hands, there's an epidemic, and then everybody's going to clinics. Yeah. Like, yeah, that's scary.
I like that analogy.
I don't like.
It's like opioids.
I am not yet comfortable with AI.
Have you ever used it?
Once. And
Really?
it freaked me out. Because I was like, I think it was Facebook.
Okay.
And now they have where the little box pops up.
Yes,
and it
that's
says
annoying.
Drives me nuts.
Yeah.
But why do you know this? That's what my brain is saying. And then like it has too much control. And there's too much room for error.
Well, that's what I think. You can use it for general things. Excuse me. But like,
We should not be dependent on it.
No, not at all. Like I use it to help me like write things. And it's a great basis.
It's a tool.
Yeah. And it's like, not that I take straight what they're telling me. I take ideas from what they're telling me and make them my own.
Yes.
Yeah.
No plagiarism here.
No, not at all. But no, I think AI is okay. I don't think it's going to take over the world like some people think it is. I hope.
Let's hope not.
Okay.
If it gets in the wrong hands, Jojo, I'm telling you.
Well, I
it's
think
gonna go
anything in the
nuts.
wrong hands
Listen, it's going to go bad.
it's like opioids in the wrong hands.
Exactly.
Okay. Excuse me. Moving on to our crazy train. A man skipped work for 6 years without getting caught.
How?
I don't know.
I can't pee without somebody knowing I'm gone. Literally cannot go pee.
No, we work together and everybody knows that.
Everybody,
Yeah.
so where's
Ronnie? Where's Ronnie?
Where's JoJo? Did you see JoJo?
I want to work where this guy was working. So he got paid for 6 years without working. I guess it was in Spain. And he was about to receive an award for his loyal and dedicated service. And then they realized that he wasn't actually coming to work.
Can you imagine?
Oh my God. It
Who's
would be like heaven.
responsible for that?
Well, they were saying, let's see. I don't know if he worked a city job, but it said he must have worked some kind of city job. It said the city council thought the local water board was in charge of him, and then vice versa. So it was leading to confusion. He, I guess, didn't come to work. He said maybe sometimes he would work from home, but and he said he would tell the people like he had irregular office hours.
So they were in contact with him?
I guess maybe every once in a while, because he said he stopped coming to work because of workplace bullying.
So they were still paying him.
Yeah.
And he was not afraid to go file taxes every year.
He just stopped coming to work and still kept getting paid.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I wish.
That would be awesome.
I feel like we're bullied at work every single day.
It's a part of the they need to put it in the job description.
Yeah, he had to pay back an entire year's salary, which I guess that's not a bad punishment.
It's not, because you got away with it for 6 whole years.
Yeah. Oh, God,
that is what kind of? Oh my goodness! What kind of work?
It's a city job. A city job, of
So
course.
how do you do that?
Of course,
from
it's a
home? Like,
government
what
job.
was he doing? Of course. That is just unbelievable. That is unbelievable.
So in our next rail car on the crazy train, did you see the reel of this gentleman, Corey Harris? He was on a Zoom call for court for a suspended driver's license while he was driving in the car.
I laughed so
Me
hard.
too.
I laughed so hard. I said, there is no way. And I was wondering why the judge kept looking over at the screen.
Yeah.
And then looking down at his notes and back at the screen. He was like, you have a suspended license. I'm like, oh my God. He's in a car.
And the thing is, like, the guy, he seemed like shocked by what the judge was saying.
He did not realize. He didn't connect the dots at first.
But how do you not?
He did not connect the dots. After the judge said, you're in court for driving with a suspended license. And the man looked at the camera. And then the judge said, are you driving? And he said, no, I'm parking right now. The answer would be, yes, I am driving with a suspended license.
But apparently, he said it was a mistake because he's never actually had a driver's license. So how could
Ever.
it be suspended?
What are we suspending? So what happens in that case?
I guess I'm gonna assume he's gonna have to pay some kind of fine or something, and then be ordered to get his driver's license. But how do you, as a grown adult, like, it didn't occur to you, like, maybe I should get my license?
Maybe.
Because all you do is take a test.
That's it.
And then pay to get your picture taken, and they give you your license.
That's it. It's simple.
I guess you didn't want to be bothered.
But now you got all this legal trouble behind it. And the lady, the lawyer or attorney or whoever was representing him, she didn't even know that he didn't have a license. Like,
stop.
Yeah, she said she was like, I was unaware. How are you representing him and you know nothing about the case?
But I guess I would think, and I don't know, I think as a lawyer you should be very detailed, but she probably just assumed he did have a driver's license because he's an adult.
Yeah. In order for it to be suspended.
But yeah, it was hilarious. Like,
it was.
The look on his face
when he figured it out, he was like,
I love it.
Special.
Yeah.
Just special. Just a special guy.
But I'm wondering, like, did the court put that out on social media? Like, they had to be the ones to put it out.
Because it's hilarious,
yes.
Jojo. That's why. They were like, they're not going to believe this. If we tell them, they would never believe it.
And I think, like, when you're doing court, even if it's like a Zoom court, you have to treat it like real court.
Yes,
so,
you do.
Yeah.
You really do.
Uh-huh.
Goodness.
Well, that's all I have for us today.
Okay.
So thanks for listening to our very first episode of Real Talk Lineup.
Yes.
You can always check us out at realtalklineup.com and on Facebook and Instagram at Real Talk Lineup.
Real Talk Lineup.
We'll see you next week.
See you later.